we're most likely taught by modern society that basically human consciousness is the sort of only real consciousness or whatever. People who are intuitive and who are in the modern times, or we call them postmodern, I guess, is that you really can talk to non-human beings and they can respond back. And it's not fucking schizophrenia necessarily. It could be. I'm not saying it isn't or it is, but have you ever heard of clairaudience? Right, like you can hear things, clairvoyance, you can see things, clairsentience, you feel things. When the vibes are off, that's clairsentience. That's your innate and everyone's innate ability to have intuition and to have a spiritual connection. To understand that something is different, something's off, right? And so, if you want to become a person who's gonna be able to have some kind of connection spiritually, you have to put yourself out there. And what I mean by that is that's where traveling is necessary, to be honest. Traveling could even be as simple as going to a local temple or church or synagogue or mosque or whatever. But really travel to get outside of any institution, outside of your country, outside of religions, and just experience nature. Going for a walk in the woods by yourself in a foreign country will teach you that. Especially if you're in the middle of the night and you're just in an open field. Like I was in Peru near the in Cusco near the Temple of the Moon, just a big open field. I was actually taking this crazy story. I was taking Wachuma, the San Pedro cactus, to get this mystical connection while I was out there, and I felt like I had to do it at night. I needed to kind of reconnect to darkness and the energy of dark, not as in like negative, evil, but darkness as in like lack of light, just actual darkness, like physically dark, right? So being in a field at night on a psychedelic substance, or really I prefer to say entheogen, which means that it brings the divine within, right? Or also forward, right? From ourselves. That's already there, innate. That'll really give you a sense of like just not just wonder, but to understand that this world is alive. It's not just us, like plants, animals, insects, rocks. This entire universe is alive. One could argue that immaterial objects are alive as well. That's really getting into animism, which I'm not so sure about that totally yet, to say that, a chair is alive, but to say that it's a form of this universal consciousness, it is.